The Wobbly Wombat was a bright yellow banana-shaped airplane, a bit old but full of cheer. Captain Clive, with his jolly belly and endless supply of groan-worthy jokes, loved flying more than anything. His laughter echoed through the cabin, making even the grumpiest passengers smile. The flight attendants, Brenda and Barry, were a show of their own. Brenda's towering pink beehive hair and Barry's noodle-like height made them unforgettable. They didn't just serve tea, they tangoed down the aisle, twirling with the drinks cart. Their safety demonstration was legendary. Brenda puffed up in a life vest, Barry ordered pizza through the oxygen mask. Passengers giggled, knowing this was no ordinary flight. Today, the Wobbly Wombat soared from London to Funville, under a sky as blue as a swimming pool. Captain Clive's voice boomed, "Good morning, lovely passengers! Expect a smooth flight and a 100% chance of silliness." Brenda and Barry waltzed by, checking seatbelts with a flourish. Barry tripped on his own shoelaces but just hopped along, grinning. The Wobbly Wombat was ready for another sky-high adventure. On this plane, anything could happen, and today it surely would. The passengers were as quirky as the crew. Mrs. Higgins in seat 3A carried her pet hamster, Sir Reginald, in her handbag, complete with top hat and monocle. Across the aisle, Mr. Pumble knitted a rainbow scarf so long it snaked under seats and down the aisle. In the middle sat twins Lily and Leo, famous for their mixed-up jokes and rubber chickens. Their rubber chickens squawked at random, keeping everyone on their toes. Professor Fitzwilliam, a bubble scientist, brought a portable bubble machine. Soon, shimmering bubbles floated through the cabin. The whole cabin sparkled like an underwater wonderland. On the Wobbly Wombat, even a hamster in a top hat seemed perfectly normal. Everyone settled in, ready for whatever came next. This was no ordinary flight. Trouble struck just after takeoff. Barry, trying a new dance move with the drinks cart, tangled his foot in Mr. Pumble's endless scarf. The cart wobbled, and a giant bottle of grape juice toppled, flooding the aisle in a purple river. "Oh dear!" Barry cried as the juice flowed toward Mrs. Higgins. She quickly rescued Sir Reginald from the sticky tide. Lily and Leo cheered, "A purple sea!" and folded paper boats from their coloring books. Soon, a fleet of boats sailed down the aisle, carrying dinosaurs and princesses. Professor Fitzwilliam sprang into action, unleashing bubbles to help clean up. The cabin filled with shimmering bubbles and floating boats, a magical, messy scene. Brenda arrived with a mop but instead performed a figure skating routine on the soapy floor. Barry joined in, and together they twirled, slipping and sliding to the passengers' applause. 10 out of 10, Mr. Pumble cheered, pausing his knitting. The grape juice flood became the highlight of the flight. The adventure was just getting started. Just as the last bubble popped, Captain Clive's worried voice came over the speaker. "Attention! My lucky mustache has disappeared! I can't fly without it!" The cabin turned into a detective agency. Brenda and Barry searched under seats and in bins. Barry found a rubber chicken but no mustache. Mr. Pumble checked his yarn. Mrs. Higgins questioned Sir Reginald, but the mustache was nowhere. Lily and Leo crafted a giant paper mustache, which Barry delivered to the cockpit. Captain Clive thanked them but said, "It's a bit papery. The search continues." Professor Fitzwilliam, ever observant, noticed something stuck to the cockpit door. A black, bushy shape, held by a drop of grape juice. "I found it!" he cried, peeling off the captain's false mustache. The cabin erupted in cheers. Captain Clive's voice returned, triumphant. "My lucky mustache is back where it belongs." The crisis was over, thanks to teamwork and a little luck. On the Wobbly Wombat, even a missing mustache became an adventure. The passengers settled back, grinning at the day's excitement. But the fun wasn't over yet. With the mustache restored, Professor Fitzwilliam cranked up his bubble machine. Bubbles filled the cabin, carrying a faint scent of soap and grape juice. Brenda sneezed, a dainty "achoo," followed by Barry's wobbling "achoo." Soon, everyone was sneezing and giggling, from Mr. Pumble to Mrs. Higgins, who fished Sir Reginald's hat from her tea. Lily and Leo turned sneezing into a contest, laughing until tears rolled down their cheeks. Laughter spread like wildfire, echoing from cockpit to tail. Even Captain Clive's booming laugh joined in, shaking the plane with joy. The Wobbly Wombat wasn't just flying, it was soaring on a wave of happiness. As the plane descended into sunny Funville, the cabin was a mess of bubbles, sticky floors, and tangled scarves. But nobody cared. They'd shared a sky-high adventure. Captain Clive stood at the door, mustache in place, beaming at each passenger. "Thank you for flying the Wobbly Wombat. Come back soon for more high-flying fun." Every passenger left with a smile, already dreaming of their next silly flight. The Wobbly Wombat had delivered the best trip of their lives, and everyone knew, on this plane, the fun never really ends.